What if I told you one of Silicon Valley's biggest startup scams wasn't hidden? It wasn't buried in secret files. It wasn't exposed by hackers. It wasn't uncovered by regulators. It happened in broad daylight, in front of billion-dollar investors, top venture capital firms, elite journalists, and some of the smartest people in technology. They saw the warning signs. They heard the lies. They ignored the red flags. Because everyone wanted to believe. They were witnessing the future. And by the time reality hit, billions had vanished. Careers were destroyed. And Silicon Valley learned a lesson it still refuses to admit. This is the story of the startup scam Silicon Valley ignored. Silicon Valley runs on one thing: belief. Not products, not revenue, not profit. Belief. The belief that one idea can change the world. And when investors believe strongly enough, they write checks with more zeros than most people will ever see. That belief created Apple, Google, Facebook, Uber, and it also created the perfect environment for scams. Because in Silicon Valley, the story often matters more than reality. Founders don't sell products. They sell possibility. And if the story is powerful enough, facts become optional. Then came him, young, confident, magnetic. He spoke like a prophet. He dressed like disruption itself. He promised not just innovation, but revolution. His startup would transform everything. Investors called him visionary. Media called him genius. Employees called him inspiring. Critics? There weren't many. Because Silicon Valley rewards certainty. And he had plenty of it. Every answer was immediate. Every challenge dismissed. Every concern reframed as fear of change. And that confidence became contagious. Millions became billions, and the valuation exploded. But beneath the headlines, something was wrong. Employees noticed impossible deadlines, products that didn't work, demonstrations carefully staged. Investors denied access to internal systems. Questions were redirected, concerns quietly erased. Anyone who pushed too hard disappeared. Some were fired, others left silently, and a few tried warning people. No one listened. Why? Because in Silicon Valley, success creates immunity. The bigger the valuation, the harder it becomes to question. Doubt becomes betrayal. Skepticism becomes ignorance. And truth becomes expensive. So the machine kept moving. Faster, louder, more dangerous. Then came the media frenzy. Magazine covers, podcast appearances, award ceremonies. The founder became untouchable. Every profile repeated the same story. Visionary. Disruptive genius. The next Steve Jobs. The media wasn't investigating. It was marketing. And every glowing headline made doubt harder. If everyone says he's brilliant, who dares question him? That's the dangerous feedback loop. Validation creates momentum. Momentum creates money. Money creates silence. And silence protects lies. Then reality arrived. Customers complained. Products failed. Deadlines slipped. Engineers panicked. Executives resigned. Investors demanded answers. The founder reassured everyone. Temporary setback. Minor technical issue. Nothing serious. And for a while, they believed him. Until one whistleblower refused to stay quiet. One leak became two. Two became 20. And suddenly, the illusion shattered. The collapse was immediate. Investors vanished. Employees fled. Partners terminated contracts. The valuation dropped overnight. Billions evaporated. And the same people who praised him pretended they'd always seen the warning signs. But they hadn't. They ignored them. Because greed is louder than caution. And in Silicon Valley, missing the next big thing feels worse than funding a fraud. That fear fuels bubbles. Again, and again, and again. The founder disappeared. Some faced lawsuits. Some faced prison. Others quietly started new companies. Because failure in Silicon Valley isn't permanent. Memory is short. Money is patient. And the machine always looks for the next dream. The next visionary. The next impossible promise. The next scam. The scam wasn't just the founder. It was the system that rewarded belief over proof. Hype over honesty. Story over substance. And until Silicon Valley learns to question its heroes, this will happen again. And next time, it may be even bigger. If this shocked you, subscribe. Because the next Silicon Valley collapse may already be happening.